94.9, your best choice.
We started on Tuesday with the school open. We want to relaunch the handball back to school. So because of that, we started with the school boys and preparing them for the launch of the battle school of handball. So we started a tour with the Corwell school. Even today, he was in Corwell and sometime Nupitan. And then tomorrow, we anticipate entering Cinco tomorrow.
Are you guys covering the entire Moserado country?
Yeah, we got a plan to cover the entire Moserado, but we step by step. So I will flew to Cinco tomorrow, and then Monday we'll go to Queensville, and gradually we'll enter the business.
How many schools are you guys targeting in those respective zones?
We anticipate there around 60 schools, but now with the need from other schools, we want to reach 100 schools for Moserado.
I heard you talk about giving balls to them. How many balls are you giving to them? Is it only ball, or are you giving other materials?
No, for now we're going to be giving ball. We don't start the process. I can't go back with Carol.
Football in this country will rise again. We will not rest. We will not rest. I, Castle Anthony Poor, that is an oath that I have taken to myself and my God, that I will not rest until I see Liberia qualify for the World Cup for the first time. To Pasebo to Liberia. Football in this country will rise again. We will not rest. We will not rest. I, Castle Anthony Poor, that is an oath that I have taken to myself and my God, that I will not rest until I see Liberia qualify for the World Cup for the first time. To Pasebo to Liberia. Football in this country will rise again. We will not rest. We will not rest. I, Castle Anthony Poor, that is an oath that I have taken to myself and my God, that I will not rest.
Who is going to be the coach of Liberia national team? And based on the statutory provision given to them, they vetted series of coaches, taking note of not just the qualities in terms of the leadership ability, how they instruct or the performance of the players, but they center around in terms of how they can go and develop Liberia football, building a very good local-based team, and also developing.
It was an electrifying match. It was good to see a lot of stakeholders here, a lot of journalists and football lovers. So it was an electrifying match.
Let's talk about the team. We saw two new faces, even though they are yet to be unveiled to the public.
Yes. So we did build a team this season. We are still trying to complete one last transfer, but we did buy 4 new players. We purchased 4 new players, and we're trying to incorporate all the new players with our old players. And we also brought some players that were on loan from teams like Senior Pro, and we target both the championship and the Orange Cup. That's the goal. From the investments, from the quality of players that we brought from national team, Liberian national team players, Gambian national team players, as well as Ghanaian national team players. So with the investments and the hard work and the months of preparation, we expect nothing less than the championship. And as far as you can see, when our new signees came on, that's how we took a huge lead. It was 1-1 until all of our new players came on the field, and then we extended our lead to 3-1, and 2 of the 3 goals were scored by our striker, who was also the 3rd highest goal scorer in the Ghanaian Premier League last season. So it shows that the signings that we did were on point. You know, like the way the coach started the team, I would guess it would be like a new team for him because he's a new coach, but he started the team.
I've been in football for over 24 years. Invested a lot of money, thousands and thousands of dollars as a young person who worked hard and pay taxes of football.
We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for LFA, you're someone to do anything to allow us in. You're frustrated. LFA is nothing. You're zero. One hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for LFA, you're someone to do anything to allow us in. You're frustrated. LFA is nothing. You're zero. 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for LFA. Does not want to do anything to allow us in. We are frustrated. LFA is nothing. They are zero.
Rovia and what I will welcome you to the weekend sports right here on 87.9. Today is the 6th day of the month of September 2025. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Whatever you're following us from which part of the world, what are you doing about this time? We'd love to welcome you to the Freedom Weekend Sports that comes away this time to up to 2 p.m. in the nation's capital on your favorite Freedom 87.9. My name is Thomas Kujuru, like right here with you on the weekend sports. Coming up this afternoon, we talk too many things in Liberian football. Former Liberian FIFA batch referee Hassan Konen is expected to be our guest this afternoon on the Freedom Weekend Sports. We're going to talk about some refereeing issues. You know, we bring the players, we bring the stakeholders. We need to bring the referees because without the referees, there will be no football game. They are the one who officiate games, right? Not just in Liberia, but across the world. So we thought today to invite a former Liberian FIFA batch referee, Mr. Hassan Konen, who of recent has been taken to his social media handle and lots of football chat room, raising some concern about some issues. So we thought to invite Mr. Hassan Konen to be our guest this afternoon to hear from him. That's first to know how he started his career and where he is now. Why is it he's revealing some issues about this time. So he's expected to be our guest. He's based right there in Canada, that close to the USA. So he's expected to be our guest this afternoon on the weekend sports. It's right there with me, Thomas Rolak. Also coming up this afternoon, I'm expected to go around the line to speak with Mr. MS Stitches Glasgow if time permits us. Well, he has been raising the issue with the Football Association about 50,000 presented to them. We have gotten a response from the Secretary General of the Liberia Football Association, Mr. Emma Crichton. Also, we'll place a call out to Mr. Anthony Kokwe, the national team of Liberia, the Lone Star. I'm told they're making their way to Malawi to face the Flames of Malawi on Monday about 4 p.m. in continuation of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier after suffering a 3-0 immediate defeat by the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia during the course of the week. Expected to return to the international stage when it comes to Taekwondo in Liberia. We've been told the communication currently at the offices of the Liberia Taekwondo Federation, where they were extended an invitation by the Chinese government. They will participate in the Chinese championship. Also, Liberia is expected to be in the United States of America to participate in another Taekwondo competition, which kicks off on the 4th of October. Where is the money coming from? It is something officials of the Liberia Taekwondo Association are answering to at about this time while the national team is preparing. I was at the gym this morning looking at karate. It's a beautiful sport. I wish I could be one of those athletes, martial artists fighting karate, man. It's a beautiful sport. As soon as Mr. Sekou Konen and Hassan comes on, we will bring you, we'll join him with the weekend sports price right there on 87.9. The FIFA World Cup qualifiers ongoing across the world. Liberia, during the course of the week, suffered 3-0 defeat to Tunisia right there in Tunis. It was humiliating. It was heartbreaking for Liberian football fans who show up to watch the games. You know, just before the game commence, the Tunisian Football Authority announced free gate for all Liberians, but that was it was being understood by Liberians in a different way, so we couldn't see huge crowd of Liberian pulling their numbers to go and check their team. We're trying to connect with journalist Marcus Solomon. He's there in Cairo, Egypt, to give us update about what is happening to Liberia representative to the CAF Champions League 2025-2026 FC Facile. They are expected to be in an international friendly on tomorrow, Sunday. We are not getting him. Let's see if we can hear from The media manager at the Liberia Football Association, Anthony Kokwe, that run through. But if we manage to get Michael Solomon will bring in. I'm trying to connect with Mr. Anthony Kokwe. Kokwe is traveling with the national team of Liberia. Kokwe has declined the call. Let me inform Kokwe that I'm calling on the weekend sports. He's the media manager of the Liberia Football Association, Mr. Anthony Kokwe. I'm calling on the radio now. This is the Freedom Weekend Sports. If you're just joining us, you are in tune to an hour of what is happening in Liberia, an hour of lengthy sports discussion. So, Kokwe, we'll get back to us right here on the Weekend Sports. Well, one of these people were confronted earlier on. Let's see if we can get to Canada. Yeah, this time. This is the Weekend Sports on Freedom 87.9. We just joined us. We're talking sports, the national team of Liberia. Somebody said, Thomas, you should play a song for the Lone Stars. Do I have? Let me check for one Lone Star song. Someone said, Thomas, play a song for the Lone Stars. Despite we were defeated. Someone said, Thomas, play a song for the Lone Stars of Liberia. Well, let me do this for the Lone Stars of Liberia. Let me get this one from right here. Someone said Thomas play one Lone Star football song. This is the Freedom Weekend Sports. We are on international break. Countries are participating in the World Cup qualifier, and Liberia is of no exception. We saw our national team, despite they were defeated by Tunisia. It was a sad moment for Liberian football fans who show up on that day in the respective video centers to watch the game. Oh, where's this famous Lone Star football song, man? Where is it? Where is this famous Lone Star football song? Let me try to reconnect with Michael Solomon while I try to bring you or pay respect to the national team of Liberia, the Lone Star. Oh my word. Trying to connect with journalist Michael Solomon, who is currently in Egypt, Cairo, to give us update about FC Fasel ongoing preparation for the CAF Champions League. There it goes. And of yesterday evening, Liberia former president football Akon George was appointed by FIFA to serve as the head of committee for a 16-man panel that will fight the issue of racism across the world. Congratulations to you, Mr. former president of the Republic of Liberia, and football Akon George. We want to say congratulations to you for being appointed. And George will be joined by Didier Chakma and others. So yeah, that's just a gist of it for the national team of Liberia, the Lone Star. Lone Star suffered 3-0 defeat. Like you're from a Liberian journalist, one person who has been around for a very long period of time when it comes to sports reporting in Liberia. He used to work at the Football Association. He's a versatile Liberian journalist. He's been into this profession. If my memory can set me right, since 2004, 2005. He has covered the World Cup before. He was in the is it the 2018 World Cup or the 20? I think that's the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. But let's hear from him, Mr. Danishas Mate. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Weekend Sports.
Good afternoon, Thomas. It's a pleasure to be on the Weekend Sports, a show I once co-produced and co-hosted. It's a pleasure.
So I'm struggling. If I think if it was the 2010 World Cup you cover or the 2018 World Cup, I'm struggling to get it correct.
No, I so yes, cover it correspondingly.
Mhm.
I was not physically present. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I cover it by correspondence. I was not physically present.
Okay, Danishas, you one person who has been following the national team. Well, you are sitting at one corner. I was sitting to another corner. Journalists across Liberia who are watching the national team. We suffered 3-0 defeat to Tunisia. Did that come as a surprise to you, Danny? First of all, what is the take on the? First of all, what's the take on the defeat?
So the defeat did not come as a surprise. And like I said on the Friday, on the Prime Morning Drive, we need a leadership change, a regime change at the Football Association. The current leadership, headed by Mr. Mustafa Raji, has certainly run out of ideas. So we need a leadership change. You know, oftentimes when the national teams, and I'm putting the S there because I'm not only narrowing it down to just the senior team here. Oftentimes when the national teams underperform, yes, the first line of firing is the coach or the technical staff. What we miss out on is the administrative arm. So 90% of the time that we lose as a country, we make bad decisions in the boardroom. If you go back to 2022, when the men's under 17 team were disqualified from the WAFU Nations Cup, it was because of ego by the president of the Football Association, knowing that Ansu Keita was the one who was going to take the glory. There was a struggle. So we didn't do the magnetic resonance imaging, what we call the MRI scan. We didn't do it. The president is fully aware, Mr. Mustafa Raji, that and he's a CAF and FIFA he's a CAF executive committee member. So you know the rules. The first rule is you register the player by their playing card. The second rule is you produce a passport. The third rule is you conduct a pre-MRI scan because that medicine is not 100% correct. So chloroquine will each Thomas's body when he takes it. Chloroquine will not itch my body. I mean, and I'm just flipping the chat, but practically and truthfully, when I take chloroquine, it itches my skin. I gotta be scratching my skin all through. And sometimes somebody will say, take it with quinine. If you run the rule and ask 10 persons if they take chloroquine, whether chloroquine can itch their skin, maybe 2-3 will say no. So there's a thing with the MRI scan. So you do a pre-MRI scan, then you go to the venue of the tournament. Then the organizers, which is CAF in this situation, conducts a scan. So if there's a variance, then you know. But in a situation where we didn't do MRI scan, so we got eliminated. That was a decision from the boardroom. What did we do to compensate Ansu Keita? We made him the national team coach. What did we get? Dismal performance because he was not ready to be the national team coach. So we made him the national team coach.
How does it boil down to the defeat a couple of days ago?
Very good. So it boils down to the defeat because the current administration, headed by Mustafa Raji, does not want to work with Thomas Kojo.
But this is Thomas Kojo who has always been brought on board to serve as interim coach when there is an issue.
Exactly. So you bring him on board with the knowledge that he's the interim coach. So you create a mental instability with him. So he knows that he's there yet temporary. You know, it's the same mentality how we treat government property, all that government property. So we don't apply care to handle it. If you give me a car where I struggle to buy a car with my own money, all right, the chances of me in terms of the wear and tear as compared to if you give a government car to me, the two different things. I know that government car. Every day I'll get to GSA or to one garage to service it.
Insured,
doesn't come from
Danisha, isn't you saying that Kojo is going to be playing or he's playing a Lassa? That's the good thing with the national team because he feels that he's not giving a full-time job.
No, not necessarily that he's playing a Lassa. This will be too strong a word to use.
Okay.
He's just there he's there temporary. So he may not be bringing his all and his best. The Ministry of Youth and Sports is literally the one that is keeping him on the job. The Football Association does not want him. But in this situation, it is not the Football Association that is paying the wages. It is the government. So it's like, okay, hey, I want the man. We want the man. Imagine we bringing back Peter Butler to do what?
The LFA denied this news. The LFA denied this news about having to open renegotiation with Peter Butler a couple of weeks ago. Media manager Anthony Kokwe denied this.
I have spoken to Peter. That man is like a conveyor belt. Don't mention about him. He takes what the president gives him. He doesn't have the spine to disagree with the president.
He's the messenger.
I was his boss.
He's the eye between the LFA and the media and the public.
He is the conveyor belt. Whatever the president gives him, that's why he still. I remember he called me an angry man because he came from the president. So I worked with him. I was his boss. I was supervising him. I went in the boardroom many times for meetings. I disagreed with the president in the meeting. He sat there supinely and didn't say anything.
That's thing with what Peter Butler allegedly told you, like you say.
So Peter Butler has said that we made an approach to bring him back, and this time he was talking about not accepting the same $5,000 that we paid him previously. That he wanted an increment in his wages. So we made advances to Peter Butler to bring him back. My thing is, foreign coaches have not been the solution to our footballing problem. You know, and oftentimes we do this. It's all because somebody gets a kickback. And I can safely say this because I know when we brought Antoine here as the coach, the then Secretary General George Williams, all right, and what's his name, Kadala Kroma, who were part of the panel, Kadala had opted that if Antoine here becomes the coach, Antoine here will choose him as his deputy because Antoine here was going to make in the region of 8,000 to 10,000. So every time you see our footballing problem is rooted in ego, in interest, in mediocrity. So what we having now is a remake of problems that we've inherited.
Okay.
If you don't want Thomas Kojo, you're right. Can we find one of our best coaches, local coaches? How can we send Christopher Rare and Kelvin Sibwe to Morocco to do a CAF lesson A? And we think we can take them, you know, since we don't want Thomas Kojo. Why do we want a foreign coach? A foreign coach, you know, the countries that go for foreign coaches like Ghana, like Nigeria, like Ivory Coast, like Mali, you know, and other countries, they've got bulk of their foreign-based players in competitive European leagues. Unfortunately for ours, even though we have a few in Europe, our program, you tell me, how did Thomas Kojo start training with local players? Did he start training with foreign-based players? No, he started with local players. So we need a leadership change at the Football Association.
Okay.
People who come with fresh ideas to drive our football program. Mr. Raji has done his best. He's run out of ideas. He needs to go.
Okay, Danisha.
Thankfully, his $130,000 he's made over the ADF period. That's a good retirement package for him. He needs to go.
Okay.
You know? And we need to bring up fresh ideas, fresh leadership at the Football Association.
Thank you, Danisha Mate. Danisha Mate is a Liberian journalist. He used to be the media manager at the Liberia Football Association. He currently works for Palm FM, and he corresponds sports for the BBC. I'm trying. Let me see how best I can get back to Mr. Koko. I want to know where exactly is the national team. I want to know if the team is currently in Malawi or they're making their way, because I'm told they was to go to Dubai. They was to go to Dubai on a long trip because due to the lack of so Koko is turning down my call. Maybe he's kind of busy. We are unable to get Mr. Anthony Kukui right here to hear from him about the national team of Liberia. Where are we in terms of making our way to Malawi? What the chances are, and the good thing is we are still third. We are level on points with Equatorial Guinea. We are go different place Liberia above Equatorial Guinea. Namibia is right there in the second spot with 12 points. They suffered defeat to the Flames of Malawi during the course of the week. Malawi down there at the 5th spot with 9 points, and Malawi will be facing Liberia. They will welcome us. If you can recall, our opening game, we suffered defeat to Malawi right at the SKD Sports Complex. That was when Liberian led the protests. I can remember it was when football's protesters or football followers were singing the song like Keita should go. It was where it was from that game the problem of Ansu Manen Keita started from right over there. But this is the weekend sports on Freedom 87.9. Let me hear from another journalist who is Jain Tumon. You are on the Freedom Weekend Sports. Good afternoon and welcome. I'm doing pretty well. Where are you, my man? Okay, Jain, and you follow the national team of Liberia game against Tunisia. Let's hear from you. What's your take? What did you observe about the national team despite a heavy defeat?
Well, you talking about my take regarding the national team defeat
to Tunisia.
Yesterday I was fortunate to talk to the one former coach.
Okay.
He said when Thomas Kojo made that statement about some due to some tactical reason, and Tunisia was a better side. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that the Liberia national team is kind of like below the belt. We're not off for it yet. We're not to the height and zenith of a Tunisia. And majority of the North African country, if you go back to history, we struggled against those teams in years back when we had the famous Joshua 11.
Okay.
Come to think about the current group of players that are playing, who are not actually playing in Europe or playing Asia. If they play in US or probably the soft Europe, where you get Cyprus, Czech Republic. I'm not condemning the league, but the pace of the league does not gel with the Premier League, the French league, the Portuguese league, and the German league. You know, if you find out that we don't have those kind of players, if you see Devante, for example, the captain Oscar, all of those players. You know, these guys are playing in Czech Republic, but are they the one to restore the national team? No, but we have to do more, Kojo, like you said. My take is both technical and administrative.
What is the administrative issues you have?
So administratively, I think the LFA and the government need to do more. They need to do more. And if you look at the FIFA winners for international friendlies, you find out that winner is hoping to have player gel and understand each other. It's open because FIFA wants to give a chance to the to the team to have their players, in readiness, at least few minutes lead you to some preparation level, but it's not happening. I'll in cover because one of the coaches, but when I say it, he says during the last winners, the coach literally appealed Calon. That's Mami Calon from Sierra. He made a call to the national team, to the government of Liberia, to the LFA, requesting that Sierra Leone and Liberia play a friendly during that window. But let's look at Sierra Leone just close to all. We could just go to Sierra Leone, get our players there, but the party on no money syndrome and on late preparation.
No, Johnny. When you talk about late preparation, there I would disagree with you because late preparation is not just Liberia that start to prepare late. Because first of all, we shouldn't say it is late preparation. No, Johnny. Let me disagree with you because when it comes to international, winners, everyone are given the same time. You don't see the Brazil national team training 2 months ahead of time. When it comes to qualifiers, when a 1 week break, everybody, all the country get us in 1 week break. They will not give England a special break because they are a big nation. They not give France special break. Argentina, who the current holders of the World Cup, will not be given a special break. Everybody get to see 1 week.
So you don't understand me?
So when you say late preparation, I want to disagree with late preparation.
No, Kojo, you're not understanding me. The word late preparation, I'm not talking about if you got a World Cup qualifier to play. England and Brazil, Spain and Argentina, Germany and Holland, Netherlands, Portugal and France. Come to think about it, in Morocco, Nigeria, Ghana, they will play international friendlies. I just told you about the FIFA winners. Wait, let me learn.
Go ahead. I
just told you about the FIFA winners, right? The winners for friendly are there are part of preparation. They're not part of preparation.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying that people are getting extra time, other countries are giving extra time. But these winners are open for the FIFA to get country leverage to have the player to get a play to friends.
Okay.
And then send a battle into the club football. Okay. That's why I stress when I say late preparation.
Okay.
I'm not talking about preparation when they that World Cup coming, they send for a player, they be July, they be on camp. No, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, Tumu. Enjoy it.
Don't utilize our winners.
Okay, Jai. Enjoy yourself, bro. Thank you. Jai Tumu is a Liberian sports journalist. He works for the front page Africa newspaper. They're giving us his own view about Liberia defeat. Hassan Konen is like we don't have Mr. Hassan Konen as our guest because we are struggling to have him. We are struggling to have Mr. Hassan Konen but this time to join us. Let's talk to another sports journalist, if possible, if we can pick up our call this time. We are just bumping into a few of our colleagues who are big followers of football in Liberia. Darren, good afternoon. You are on the Freedom Weekend Sports. Sorry, I just call you too.
No problem. Good afternoon, Thomas.
How is life?
Life is good, and thanks for having me on.
Okay, so I'm throwing questions to a few of my colleagues who are sports journalists. I don't know Danishas and Jahim too much. I thought I'd reach out to you. You followed the national team game against Tunisia. That year from you. What did you observe so far about the national team?
Well, I think it was a top game. We play away. We play one of the top sides, and we play the group leader, Tunisia. And Tunisia is a very strong team. I think they should be around 5th in Africa. So it's a very tough game. And if we are going to Tunisia to get a good result, we should be planning very well. I think we had a problem with our planning process this time, and it affected us greatly. You could see it from the performance of the team. And going forward, what we need to do now as a country is to further prepare ahead of time. Ensure that our players are in a better shape to go and compete.
Which type of preparation are you talking about now? Because the team was given time to train. The local players train on time, and then they call the foreign players in time. So which type of huge preparation are you talking about?
Listen. Let me say something. Government's commitment to supporting the team. It is not today's thing. It is the national team is government's property.
Okay.
And if the team is not getting the needed funds, it should be getting within a stipulated period of time to prepare the team. It hampers the preparedness. It hampers the psychology or the psychological aspect of the team and the physical aspect of the team.
But we are
there
seeing,
are two things we're talking about.
But then we have seen government give money so early and the team go, the results stay poor. Money comes soon, money comes late, the results are still poor.
But actually, at this point in time, we are short of, quality players again. So the coaches will try their best, but you could see the performances from the players. Some of the players we know, we are the same people who hailed those players. We are the ones who promoted those players. Sadly, those players are given an opportunity. You don't see anything from them. So it's a gradual process. We're still out there. We're still looking for quality players to be added to our national team. And I know in subsequent time, Liberia will produce the kind of level of players that we want to see on our national team. But for this point now, it's kind of disappointing. But we can't do anything now. These are the quality of players we have. We have to use them. We have to work with them.
Should we change leadership? Administrative leadership. Somebody will say we've been changing coaches, we've been bringing different players, but the administrators are the ones that staying. Should we change them?
When you say administrative leadership, what do you mean? Because I hope you're not going to the FA. FA is not the FA.
The Football Association manages the national. The Football Association manages the national team. It is the government that just gave the money to them.
You should be aware that the LFA recommended the appointment of coaches or a foreign coach, and the government of Liberia told them that the current coach should stay in because there was no funding.
Yeah, but
so do you understand?
Maybe the government is looking at from the background that Football Association been recommending foreign coaches to been paying a huge money, 15,000, 10,000, 5,000. We can still see the results. So I just stick with our late Thomas Kojo we have right in the Ministry of Youth and Sports here.
No, that is your analysis, and that is not the analogy from the government.
No, I'm just putting in that point.
Let me say to you in this public manner that Mustafa Raji is the best president ever we have had at the Liberia Football Association. He's a man of integrity. He has produced. He has in fact overly performed as a president.
But this is the Mustafa that you.
We are not thinking.
But there's the Mustafa that you champion against vigorously. There's the Mustafa you champion against vigorously for Musa Shannon. How come you are so much excited?
Campaigns. You use campaigns in the past.
Okay,
right?
thank you.
Now I'm campaigning for him. You are campaigning against him. Now I'm campaigning for him. I've seen, I've witnessed, I've touched, and I've gone to see even people outside Liberia.
And so you started
now hailing. And now hailing Mustafa Raji. People from Gambia, people from other countries are hailing the progress Mustafa Raji at the FA has made.
Thank you. A Liberian sports journalist that giving his own view on what is happening. Let's hear from the Secretary General of the Sports Writers Association of Liberia, Mr. Edwin Bordolo, and to hear from him about Lone Star defeat against Tunisia. Mr. Edwin Bordolo, you are live on the Freedom Weekend Sports. Sorry we caught you unaware. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Thomas Kojo. Nice to join you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. And Bordolo, you've been the Secretary General of the Sports Writers Association for all our activities. You watch the national team keen it against Tunisia. What is your view on the national team, the performance?
Yes, it's always said the performances of the national team over the years have been awful. Since 2002, when we reached the World Cup, when we reached the Cup of Nations finals, since that time, we have always been an honor to our team. Even when we have some of the best young players, we struggle in Cup of Nations qualifiers. You know, after the We Are 11 was dissolved, we have new beautiful players coming out, the Anthony Lampard, the Francis Kwampado, the Gio Williams. These players took over, and We thought they would have been the ones to have taken us to another competition. That did not happen. We struggled during the time. We had a new group of players again, now then led by Oscar Dole, and we continue to struggle. And we sometimes ask ourselves, what is it that we are not doing rightly?
Yeah, this is the question I was just about to ask you. What we're not doing rightly?
A lot of things, and it's sometimes we want to blame one set of it, but it boils down to all of us.
Okay.
Especially people who are involved with sports and football. But I think it starts from the leaders, the administrative arm.
Okay.
And the administrative arm, I would like to break it down to two, from the government angle and from the football association angle. From the government angle, as a country, we need to set a priority to say, as part of our sports development, this is what we want to do. That is the first aspect of it. When that is done, then we give that burden to the Football Association and the ministry you were supposed to implement. So, over the years, president after president, government after government, that has not been done. We have not set a target, a priority, a national sports priority, not only football. No government is going to say this is what we will do in the next 6 years for sports development. All of the president, Marcelli, during her 2 terms, all of the State of the Nation addresses, she did not say exactly. Even their national development plan, they did not mention what they will do for sports development or for football development. When we are king, he developed the PAPD, the Football Agenda for Prosperity. In that agenda, there was nothing there about sports development or football development. So this is what we'll do to improve sports. That did not happen. Now the Unity Party government is back in power. They now got a rest agenda. I'm still going through that document. There is nothing there that states as to what the government will do for sports development. So you see that that's where the problem starts from. Until we can have a policy on sports development and budget for it and work towards it, we cannot get there easily.
Let's hear from you on the issues of the start of the LFA, the issues with the LFA.
Thank you. To the Football Association, the development path for football is at a youth level. So time ago, the Football Association, under this president, they started the process with youth 17. They brought and so created for Canada, and they started a project that was going on smoothly. All of a sudden, that entire project got disrupted and they went to different places. So the area that I think the Football Association is not also doing well is being consistent with the youth development program. You cannot be jumping here and there and think that you are developing football at any level. So the LFA has been very inconsistent with its youth development program. And if you want to compete at the international level, you have to have the structure, the pathway. The players have to pass through the pathway. For U15, they will be promoted to U17, U17 to U19, U20, and on to the national team. That's the process, and you have to stick with it. You cannot be diverting it one after another, changing the structure that you have all the time because you want sport impact. Then it doesn't work that way. So in that line, the Football Association has failed all the years. So that's why every time the national team don't get defeated or lost game, people tend to blame the Football Association president, and that's true. The Football Association is responsible for that. We agree to grant that government is not giving the needed support for their own programs. They are not also very consistent with it.
Okay.
So these are problems that we face. And like that, you cannot compete against Tunisia. Can you imagine? We were all confident that we will go to Tunisia and beat them.
I tell you.
That is a dream. It's not possible that you go to Tunisia and beat them because the god of football is very fair. What you put in is what you get. It's scientific. There's no more biscuit. Football is just more than a game. Before we just don't go to the pitch to play, but it's just more than going to the pitch to play. See, when Sierra Leone wanted to qualify for the World Cup before last. See what the government did. the government got involved. The president himself gave a mandate that we should qualify. And this is what we have to do. Let's do it. So when the government got involved, the Football Association of Sierra Leone was supposed to get involved. The players got involved. The fans got involved. And they were able to qualify.
Yeah, for the AFCON. Yeah, I give the qualify for the AFCON that year. Yeah.
That year they qualified.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works. So when it starts to come, it will trickle down to everybody.
Okay.
Everybody will see that the government is really wonderful. So we are still far away. We will continue to cry wolf until we start to be the right team.
Okay.
Until then, we are just mere participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Edwin Dolo is the Secretary General of the Liberia Sports Betting Association, or the Sports Betting Association of Liberia there. And Edwin admitted, he said it, that the Football Association has failed. And I know for free. Okay, so Kogwe has responded that he's now in a very cool position at the moment to talk. Okay, no problem. So he has said it that the Football Association has failed. Yes, everybody knows the Football Association has failed us. Football Association has failed us. Change of leadership is what Liberia and I'm talking about. Let me hear from my one founder journalist. Then I want to speak with Mr. Seveko Basigia. He's in the office of former President George Weah. George Weah was announced as the head of a 16-man panel that will fight racism in the world. He was appointed by FIFA on yesterday. Mr. Basigia is in the office of former President George Weah. I will reach out to him very shortly. But let me speak with this journalist Lazari Warning. Good afternoon. I'm making rounds to a couple of sports journalists on Liberia versus Tunisia. King. Good afternoon and welcome to the Weekend Sports.
Oh, it's a pleasure always being on the Weekend Sport. It's like Weekend Sport is my partner. The things they give up to give me on.
We both share, what should I say, I think space during the course of the week to watch Liberia take on Tunisia. What's the view? What did you observe?
I told you before you kick, I told you that we're no match to Tunisia. Based on preparation, based on form, based on records. Tunisia are far above us.
What?
So we can keep taking football against the world. We always use football like we want to use football like let's just go and try. No, we need to be prepared. You get Tunisia player playing in top leagues, and the country is investing into football hugely because like. I travel to Senegal, I travel to Guinea, I travel to Sierra Leone, and I know French country and Arab country, this country know what it takes to play in an international tournament. And more especially they work up here, a special edition, work up here in America, Mexico, and Kenya. So like, I don't think that I were ready to play Tunisia. So the result never surprised me.
So where can we shift our blame now? Edwin Bordolo, the Secretary General, admitted that the Football Association of Liberia has failed.
Oh, we just saw 2022 World Cup. Every fourth federation around the world, once the national team fail, the fourth federation fail. You are the manager. Could you give an example now? You came in the station to manage the station. Who makes sense and spending your money by and you're not managing the station where who fail?
I'm the failure. So
manager.
So in short, you backing Edwin Dolo that the Liberia Football Association under Musa Raji has failed.
I always say, I say for 7 years, and I will continue saying up to next year, the Football Federation has failed.
And what can we do now? What can we do now to make it look better?
A good dancer can stay on the stage and dance until the music ends.
So what can we do now?
Say transition.
Say a good dancer. Say it's not good for a good dancer to stay on the stage for a very long time. What can we do now?
Okay, so now we need transition. We need some changes in the Liberia Football Federation. Let new ideas come on board.
Okay, Lazari. Thank you, Lazari. Let me hear from journalist Marcus Solomon. Marcus Solomon is in Cairo, Egypt. I was trying to connect with him. Marcus, good afternoon. Marcus, good afternoon. Sorry, you're on the Weekend Sports. Good afternoon, Solo. Michael, good afternoon. Oh, Michael Solomon, good afternoon. It's difficult. I'm trying to hear from Michael Solomon. Yeah, man. Time is running out. Huh? Oh no, this is not the person. This is the weekend sports right here on 87.9. Let me see how best I can connect with John the Michael Solomon. Oh wow. Solo should be facing some internet problem right there in Carol. So let me hear from Mr. Civico Basigia. Mr. Civico Basigia. Let me see if I can hear from him. Former Liberian President George Weah was appointed by FIFA. Officially yesterday, that announcement was made that the former president will hear a 16-man panel committee that will fight the issue of racism. Mr. Basigia himself is an ex-footballer who made name in Liberia. He's currently in the U.S. He works in the offices of the former president of the Republic of Liberia, George Weah. So I want to hear from Mr. Basigia. It's like we are struggling to get Mr. Basigia on now. Okay, let me hear from Michael Solomon. Michael, good afternoon and welcome. Yeah, good afternoon. You on the weekend sports?
Good afternoon, Kojo. Giving me a heads up.
I know. Good.
Liberia.
Well, Liberia is doing good. The same way you left us. Hi, it's Carol.
Yeah, Carol is pretty much okay. Bright sunshine at the moment around 4:50, 4:52. So just 7 minutes away from the team training session this evening.
Okay, so join us through with FC Fasel. I'm told there is a expected friendly sometime tomorrow. How confident is that?
I have not gotten any formal information, but there is a planned friendly, possibly on the weekend.
Oh yeah, because
with respect to the tour itself, I mean, it has been rewarding so far. I like to say from a footballing perspective. Why? Because ever since we came, we've managed, if you like, the team has managed to play a few very decent, friendly internationals. The reason why they are here. So we came, just to start with, we had a transit in Morocco, the second group, because I was obviously part of the second group that came to Cairo, Egypt. We had a 13 hours transit in Morocco just before our arrival here in Cairo, Egypt. And ever since we came, the head coach, Ahmed Allergic, has been going through rigorous sessions along with his principal deputies, and he has been very, very rewarding. And in my opinion, Kojo, they not just the technical team, but the rest of the players are picking up. And if they continue on this path, I feel strongly that they will be a force to reckon with in the CAF competition and the 2025-2026 LFA National League.
With the club spending huge, the Liberians are concerned. If when they show up on that day, the 20th day of this month, they will get the needed results. That's some of the worries on the lips of Liberia back home. So, what are the players saying to you?
Well, you and I know this is the second pre-season camp Fasel have had. The first was successful, of course. They went on to win the league. They had an entire first phase unbeaten with the previous coach who left. And, of course, they are back here again for a month-long pre-season camp. So they are encouraged. There are a few who have actually told me that it is their first time. For example, there is this kid around 17, 18-year-old Carlos who expresses a concern that, since his footballing career is his first time to be into a setup where they will have to train 2 times a day. Recovery session in the gym, ice bath, in the jacuzzi bath to ensure that the players are well on course, of course. So not just him, there are a few others who also expressed that, to have 2 training sessions and then the practical and theoretical part of it, of course, it's top notch.
Okay, so enjoy your stay in Cairo, bro.
Thank you, Thomas.
Michael Solomon is a Liberian journalist from Prime FM. I'm about to open the line. Just stay right there. Michael Solomon is a Liberian journalist. He works for Prime FM. He's currently in Egypt Cairo with FC Fasel. Look over this, but we'll come back. We'll take few calls. Don't call it a day. I was trying to reach out to Mr. Stephen Basi Gabby. I want to hear from him. I sent a WhatsApp message to the former president of the Republic of Liberia, but there's no response yet. Yeah, I want to hear from him. I wanted to see how best I can speak with the former president himself live on the show. Boy, he had to respond to my message. I reached out to Basic, yeah. But let me go for this break to be back. This is not my regular team song, you know. I'm just doing it to reawaken the spirit of Liberians. You know, there's no bad bush, or there's no bush for bad children. You can throw the Lone Stars away. No matter how many times they whip them, you have to support them. Call us on 0776-104-104, 086-500-104. You'll be live on the program The Weekend Sports with me, Thomas Rolla. Some of my friends are calling me online. Let me go to them and hear from them quickly on The Weekend Sports. This person. Good afternoon, Stanley, and welcome.
Good afternoon, Kojo, and thanks for having me on your show.
Okay, welcome. Go ahead.
So let me just get to the point. The truth is that I'm not a football analyst. Since I left the media, I haven't really been doing anything with the media, but I have been following your show from the day it started.
Okay.
And I have two football teams in my life, Lone Star and Barcelona.
Oh, but yeah, we know the one star.
So I'm going to just say this for the Lone Star.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I understand that people blame the administration and other things, but you see, where I often look at, I think our problem is actually our players.
The players.
Yeah. They still have a low fee. I was reading something not too long that the Tunisian coach said our players need to put in more confidence in themselves.
Okay.
Let's be real, Kojo, to talk the truth. Our players, the way they play, even on their own body will fall. If someone just touch them, they will fall. And I respect this guy that left before Kojo. You see, he was trying to build something in the team. He said strength, endurance. That's what we actually need for our players. During his time, most of the game that we play, we were giving our opponent defense a problem because he was teaching us how to move and be strong. The way we play is like our players don't play like they really want to play football.
Okay.
The talents are there, but they are too weak. And today football is not all about talent.
Okay.
The skills rather, it's about strength. Can they build on the Kojo when you started the thing? I can remember when you started media back in the days. You were not as compared to today.
Yeah.
But why? You put in time and you train yourself. Apart from going to the school now, you train yourself. Today, see where you are and see where you are about to go tomorrow. Because you are training yourself.
Okay.
Our players need to train themselves too now.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Thank you, Stan.
Yeah, so that's my point right there. Yeah, that's
Thank
my point right there.
Indeed. Call us on 0776-104-104. I have 2 minutes to be here. 0776-104-104, 086-500-104. Call us and be a part of the program, The Freedom Weekend Sports. Coming up next is the commercials. But call us and be a part of the Weekend Sports. Call us on 0776-104-104, 0776-104-104, 086-500-104. We'll be live right here on the Freedom Weekend Sports. This is the Freedom Weekend Sports on 87.9. Look at this person right here. Hello.
Hello.
Your name away, join us from.
Yeah, I'm calling from Pakistan.
Welcome.
Yeah. I'm saying my problem that I have with the national team is that they play get fear. When the man playing, get the animal to play more.
Oh.
That's when you be playing. If you control that ball,
Okay, thank you. Let me excuse you. Another person right there. Hello. Echo. Yeah, give me where you joining from?
Yeah, my name is Aaron. I'm calling from Jarata.
Welcome, Aaron.
Yeah, I wanted to say again on the national team, especially for the players. The players, they have to take your check. Because just yesterday, the game I was talking yesterday against Tunisia. Just the our players, they may not so you 30 minutes more. You see how on the 30 minutes more.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Yeah, Nima, where you join us from? Welcome.
Yeah, I always enjoy you. I your first girl that said, "Oh my God, when I do this for you, I learned it." But what I want to say is, we're not prepared. We are not prepared.
Okay, we are not prepared. Thank you. Yeah, we're not prepared. Thank you. Let me squeeze in this person from right there. Then call it a day. Oh my word! This person is right on my back. I'm about to go. I'm about to go. This is the weekend's post. Well, folks, this is how we love to call it a day on the weekend's post right here on 87.9. But this person is on my back. Let me take them before calling it a day. Hello. I'm good. Your name, where you join us from? Welcome. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's go home. We out of time. Commercial is up next. We'd love to say thanks to all of you for joining us on the program, the Freedom Weekend Sports. Until I catch you guys next Saturday with another sports program. Have yourself a very pleasant time. Bye bye. My name is Thomas Kujogo. Bye bye.
Who